And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Mayaba. Right side, it's Bowman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Burrowing for yardage. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Out wide right, it's Rodgers. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They put the brakes on it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Third and 6 yards to go. Quick give. It's Hill. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The field goal is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They take over again, and they have yet to move the sticks on their previous 2 possessions. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Right back to it. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Right side, it's Bowman. Stopped right there.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Moves the pocket. It's Mayava. Unloads it left. Caught by Williams on the left. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there, RD.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
On the direct snap, it's Mosley. Could be an alley. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Powers forward. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, USC. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives him a 3-point lead at 10-7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Follows his blocks. It's Hill. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Keelan Russell. Oh, he wants it all. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? They'll run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Russell. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Keeps it on the ground. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Russell. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. To the air, it's Russell. Rush right in his face. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Kick is in the air. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Just smothered on the play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got his man in the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Breaks into the open. The 40. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And his defense had him right where they wanted him, man. Great first down, great second down, but then they just let up on third down and they dropped back and they took care of the sticks. But you got to break on the football, go make that tackle. Man, that's a clutch conversion for this offense.
Sells to run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Bowman. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Jordan. Maybe a crease. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Inside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He'll heave it deep. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Long way to go on second down. Keelan Russell unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the left side.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Keep it on the ground. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's got it down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some bounds, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Moving the pocket, it's Mayama. Right side, it's Sims. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throwing Russell. Complete.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads it downfield. As is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Bulldozes his way through. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Russell on play action. Look out! Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you got to feel good about where you're at on this field, man. The defense forces the turnover, sets you up so good. Now, the whole playbook is wide open. First down, they go with the pass. I would not be surprised if they turn right around here, try to get more physical, try to run the football, and try to capitalize on this field position.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Bama! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Hits inside, it's Miller. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. To the air, it's Mayava. Williams on the screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Second and long here. Wide receiver going in motion. There he goes. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They go play action with Russell. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Long way to go on second down. Keelan Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The run inside. It's Hill. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting third down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
Keeps it on first down. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The ride. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
The give is to Miller. Oh, he's got some space. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Driven back. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Mosley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the single back. Stopped right there.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Third and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Left side, it's Mosley. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. We'll get a It's here for an injured player for the Tide. And is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the counter. Knocked down immediately.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Punt is on its way. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Russell on play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. He's got it way down the field. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period.
Here we go. Zip.
They go play action with Russell. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throwing Russell. He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Russell. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Game here in the 4th quarter.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last field goal made this a one-possession game. They have put together a rally, and now they'll try to turn the momentum. Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Working that wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide right, it's Mosley. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Mosley. Going for the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit.
Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got the first down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Run in the red zone, it's Jordan. They were all over it. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Hits the accelerator to the right. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Russell throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Again, it's Russell. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He'll put it up for grabs in the end zone. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.